Honor expressed their ambitious vision by designating iPhone as their main competitor. What is Honor's prospect in high-end smartphone market competing with Apple and Samsung?
That's going to be a bit challenging in the high end. If you look at high end in China is very different. Whatever innovation comes in the high end, there are high chances that those reflections will be there in the China first as compared to the rest of the world. Of course, Apple and Samsung are exception to the rule, but Samsung has a very less market share in China. So if you look at the high end in China, will be Apple, Huawei, Xiaomi, Oppo, Vivo. And recently, all these players, Xiaomi, Oppo, Vivo, have done a great job on the high end side. If you look at the Mi 11 series from Xiaomi or Find X or X series from Vivo, those have been like great devices, and you learn over a period of time with that curve, right? So Honor actually needs to gain that experience from the high end point of view, because high end is always about the brand image as well. It's not just about the product. And to position your brand image, it takes a lot of time. Huawei's success in the premium market doesn't come overnight. Remember in 2012, 2013, they're still selling phones, CDMA phones and very low end. Then how this entire image has changed. They did a very selective, fruitful partnerships in the industry with the camera lens player. So focused a lot the persistence message about the imaging that built over the years. So high end, I'll say it doesn't come overnight. It will happen over a period of time. You need to invest a lot of resources on your branding, imaging, after sales services, the ecosystem point of view. So that perspective, it will be a like bit of challenge for Honor, because but we are not sure like how much they are willing to spend over here. But I think the same ambitions the Oppos and Vivos and the Xiaomis of the world also have. Then competing with Apple is a different ball game altogether, because you are not competing with Apple only on the basis of your product features. You are competing with Apple on the overall experience, overall brand image, and the other things that an Apple ecosystem provides. So I guess, yes, it will be a bit challenging, but we have been tracking the technology for almost like 1.5 decades. We can't rule anyone out in this. So that's the biggest lesson we have learned is uh, it all depends on how Honor executes this plan going forward.
It looks like Honor is kind of changing their sales strategy, moving more retail from online to offline. What's your opinion on this modification?
A lot of things have changed in the past 2 years, right? We released a report on the global online sales, and we found that the volumes on the global online of smartphones has actually increased by almost like 10%. 25% of the global sales are happening, which was almost like 19% an year back in 2019. So the pandemic has actually accelerated the consumer's intention or desire to shop online. So everyone has to move with that trend, and I believe Honor won't be an exception. Of course, China is a different country altogether right now, because you need a very strong offline play to compete with these brands who have their own stores. And bulk of the China demand now will come from the rural or the tier 4, tier 5 cities, where the people are still upgrading from their second or a third phone. So I believe it will be a mix of channel strategy. Of course, they had a big cushion in China, the experience learning curve. But the moment you are out of China, like let's say you are in a market like India or Southeast Asia or Russia or Europe, you need to partner with channels who have a great visibility on the online as well, because those trends are changing in these countries as well. And that is where I think that will be again a big learning curve for Honor, because they have been pretty solid on the offline side of things.